All right, let's bring in the retired U.S. Marshal Art Roderick. He also held senior roles at the Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security. I think we had to search for that soundbite, Art. We watched the whole thing and we covered it live. That was a lot of politics and a lot of complaining from this president. I don't know. I mean, maybe he has some fans, certainly, at the Department of Justice, but I wonder how, say, the rank and file takes that, FBI agents take that. What was your own impression of it?
To me, it was pretty amazing. I spent 30 years in Washington, D.C. at Marshal's headquarters, at DOJ proper, and at Homeland Security. And I've never seen anything like that speech that he gave in the Great Hall at the Department of Justice. I think, having spent all that time in Washington, D.C., I can tell you that these Democrats, Republicans, they come and go. I can't tell you how many presidents I worked through over those almost 40 years in law enforcement. But I can tell you that some people look at this as a great thing and others don't.
No, yeah, you could tell.
Right in the middle here.
Right. No, I mean, that's the way it is with this president. That's why I would say his approval rating's never going to go too high or too low, because that's just the way he is. And some people are dug in, and 35% that love him. And then other people are going to feel the other way no matter what he says. I think you're right. Here's one clip. We have a few from the president a short time ago as we watched it live here on News Nation. But here's part of what he said.
Our predecessors turned this Department of Justice into the Department of Injustice. But I stand before you today to declare that those days are over, and they are never going to come back. They're never coming back.
So that was the kind of thing, taking shots at the Biden administration, but also at specific lawyers and law firms. He's been going after this law firm, Perkins Coie, was involved with the infamous dossier years ago. So all of that kind of thing. But from a practical perspective, what do you think is changing? I mean, you're a law enforcement guy. You probably think maybe some of this is changing for the better in the Trump administration, is it?
Yes, yeah, I agree. And I think, obviously over the past decade or so, we've had some real major issues as far as morale goes in law enforcement around the country. You can tell by the recruiting issues that we've had over the past few years. And I think with him coming in and stating what he said on stage there was, that anybody killing a law enforcement officer will be possibly subject to the death penalty. That's huge, and that's going to get a lot of praise around the country from law enforcement. And we've seen what's happened with the military, where their recruitment is on the upswing, and I hope the same thing happens here too. With the law enforcement side, that we see an upswing in the recruiting, both especially in the local side, as opposed to the federal side.
Okay, yeah, that's an interesting perspective on it, because that has been a big issue. A lot of local police departments. Let's do one more clip, and then we'll wrap this up. Here again, the president at DOJ.
There's a new phenomena that is taking place with these violent, vicious lawyers that we have all over. They play the ref. We had an amazing judge in Florida, and her name is Eileen Cannon, and I didn't know her. I still don't know her. I don't believe I ever spoke to her, even during the trial, but I did appoint her federal judge, and these fake lawyers, these horrible human beings, were hitting her so hard, public relations-wise. They were playing the ref.
Oh, that was part of a longer speech about where Bobby Knight was referenced for 4 or 5 minutes on and on about playing the refs. That's where he came. But again, this was the kind of thing we saw. I'm sure you don't want to get into that very much, but give us a final thought on Trump at DOJ.
Knowing Mr. Trump's personality, I think everybody expected this at some point or another during his presidency. He would have this kind of out with the Department of Justice. I think Pam Biondi is going to do a fantastic job. Kash Patel over at the FBI. I think there's a lot of things that have got to be done here, not really related to the DOJ process. And hopefully DOJ will get over to Homeland Security, because there's some issues over there that really need to be looked at. But as far as DOJ goes, this is more of a political stance than anything else. And hopefully we can correct this boat and get back to doing real law enforcement work in this country and getting rid of these criminals that are roaming the streets out here.
I know it's what you care about. Absolutely. Art, thank you as always. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.